There's breaking news coming in. The opposition and BJP lock horns over Manipur. Congress's Adhir Chowdhury guns for the Modi government. Adhir says conflict may create national security problems. He says centre failed to control ethnic clashes. He says this is a concern for the country, not for the politics. Adhir Chowdhury making a strong point out there as far as the situation in Manipur is concerned. He goes ahead and guns for the Modi government, saying conflict may create national security problems. He says this concern is for the country, not for the politics.
आम लोगों के अंदर एक खौफ, एक अनिश्चयता पूरा विराजमान है। सरकार की तरफ से कोई ठोस कदम नहीं उठाए जा रहे हैं, चाहे वो राज्य की सरकार हो, चाहे केंद्र की सरकार हो। सारे मणिपुर जल रहे हैं तो हमारे देश की प्रधानमंत्री बंसुरी बजा रहे हैं, किसी के कोई परवाह नहीं।
All right, Shreya will join us for the very latest details on the story in moments from now. But that's the big story we're tracking at this point of time. On Manipur, you've got Adhir Chowdhury hitting out at the Modi government, going on to say that the conflict may create national security problems and that the centre has failed to control ethnic clashes. He makes a very strong point about the BJP-led central government failing to control the ethnic clashes. He goes on to say this is a concern for the country and not just politics. And he goes on to reiterate his stance as far as Manipur is concerned, going on to highlight how this conflict will create national security problems. Manipur is burning, viewers. The ethnic clashes have still not died down, and Shreya is joining us live for the very latest details. Shreya, Adhir Chowdhury hitting out at the Bharatiya Janata Party government. So, you know, he's clearly mentioned he's not indulging in politics, but he's mentioning that this can be a security threat to the country. So if you could walk our viewers through the kind of security threat that this poses on the back of the centre not being able to contain the situation in Manipur.
Well, you know, Chaiti, it's a very pertinent point that's been raised by Adhir Chowdhury. He's saying that this is a border state. We do know that Manipur shares a long stretch of border with Myanmar, which is somewhere down the line 500 kilometers of border stretch at least. 75 kilometers is what he's suggesting is the only area that is fenced. So that's a lot of area that is actually unfenced between India and Myanmar. What he's suggesting that if you look ahead of Myanmar, there is China behind. So the government should absolutely work on war foot and ensure that this does not become into a concern for national security. This is something very similar on the lines of what the former army chief had also suggested. Yesterday we saw M.N. Narwane also come out and make a very similar statement where he suggested that the situation in Manipur also needs to be looked at from the perspective of national security, and it shouldn't be also given away that there are foreign hands at play.
Leave it at that. Thanks so much. Today is day 2 of opposition delegation visit to the state of Manipur. The 21-member opposition delegation met the governor and submitted memorandum on the observations after their visit.